Today our topic is what highly successful people do differently. Highly successful people are not just lucky or born with special talents. They think, act, and live in ways that help them achieve their goals. They have habits and mindsets that set them apart. One of the most important things they do is focus on what they can control. Life is full of challenges, and not everything goes as planned. Successful people understand this and do not waste time worrying about things they cannot change. Instead, they focus their energy on what they can influence. This is a key idea in Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches us to accept what we cannot control and work hard on what we can. For example, if the weather ruins their plans, they do not complain. They adapt and find another way to move forward. Another thing successful people do differently is set clear goals. They know what they want and create a plan to get there. Goals give them direction and purpose. Without goals, it is easy to get lost or distracted. Successful people also break their big goals into smaller, manageable steps. This makes their dreams feel less overwhelming and more achievable. For instance, if someone wants to write a book, they do not just say, "I will write a book someday." They set a goal to write a certain number of words each day or week. This steady progress adds up over time. Highly successful people are also very disciplined. They do not wait for motivation to strike. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline keeps them moving forward, even when they do not feel like it. They understand that success requires consistent effort. For example, a successful athlete does not train only when they feel like it. They train every day, even when it is hard or boring. This discipline helps them build skills and achieve their goals. Another trait of successful people is that they are lifelong learners. They are always curious and eager to improve. They read books, take courses, and seek advice from others. They know that the world is always changing, and they need to keep learning to stay ahead. For example, successful business leaders often read about new trends and technologies. They are not afraid to ask questions or admit when they do not know something. This openness to learning helps them grow and adapt. Successful people also surround themselves with positive and supportive people. They understand that the people they spend time with can influence their mindset and behavior. If they are around negative or lazy people, it can drag them down. But if they are around motivated and optimistic people, it can inspire them to do better. They build strong relationships with people who share their values and goals. They also seek out mentors who can guide them and offer advice based on their own experiences. Another important habit of successful people is that they take care of their health. They know that their body and mind are their most important tools. They eat healthy food, exercise regularly, and get enough sleep. This helps them stay energized and focused. For example, many successful leaders start their day with exercise or meditation. This sets a positive tone for the rest of the day and helps them stay calm and focused under pressure. Successful people are also not afraid of failure. They see failure as a learning opportunity, not something to be ashamed of. They know that every failure brings them one step closer to success. For example, Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb, failed thousands of times before he succeeded. But he did not give up. He learned from each failure and kept trying until he got it right. This mindset helps successful people stay resilient and keep going even when things get tough. Another thing successful people do differently is manage their time well. They know that time is one of their most valuable resources. They prioritize their tasks and focus on what is most important. They avoid distractions and procrastination. For example, they might use tools like calendars or to-do lists to stay organized. They also set boundaries to protect their time. They say no to things that do not align with their goals or values. This helps them stay focused and productive. Successful people also have a positive attitude. They believe in themselves and their ability to overcome challenges. They do not let negative thoughts hold them back. Instead, they focus on solutions and possibilities. For example, if they face a problem, they do not say, "This is impossible." They say, "How can I solve this?" This positive mindset helps them stay motivated and find creative solutions. Another key habit of successful people is that they take action. They do not just dream or talk about their goals. They take concrete steps to make them happen. They know that success requires effort and persistence. For example, if someone wants to start a business, they do not just think about it. They research, plan, and take the first steps to make it a reality. They understand that even small actions can lead to big results over time. Successful people also practice gratitude. They take time to appreciate what they have and celebrate their achievements, no matter how small. This helps them stay positive and motivated. For example, they might keep a journal where they write down things they are grateful for each day. This practice helps them focus on the good things in their life and stay optimistic. Another thing successful people do differently is stay focused on their long-term vision. They do not get distracted by short-term pleasures or setbacks. They keep their eyes on the bigger picture and stay committed to their goals. For example, if they are saving money for a big project, they do not spend it on unnecessary things. They stay disciplined and keep working toward their long-term goals. Successful people also take responsibility for their lives. They do not blame others or make excuses. They understand that they are in control of their choices and actions. If something goes wrong, they do not say, "It is not my fault." They say, "What can I do to fix this?" This sense of responsibility helps them stay empowered and take action to improve their situation. Finally, successful people give back to others. They know that true success is not just about achieving their own goals. It is also about making a positive impact on the world. They help others, share their knowledge, and contribute to their community. For example, many successful people donate to charity, mentor others, or volunteer their time. This sense of purpose and generosity adds meaning to their lives and inspires others to do the same. In conclusion, highly successful people think and act in ways that help them achieve their goals. They focus on what they can control, set clear goals, and stay disciplined. They are lifelong learners, surround themselves with positive people, and take care of their health. They are not afraid of failure, manage their time well, and have a positive attitude. They take action, practice gratitude, and stay focused on their long-term vision. They take responsibility for their lives and give back to others. These habits and mindsets set them apart and help them achieve success in all areas of life.